Kanye went viral this week, and he created a lot of controversy for wearing White Lives Matter t-shirts with his friend Candace Owens at his fashion show in Paris. When that picture went viral, everybody went crazy on social media. You had a lot of black Democrats saying that white lives don't matter, white people don't matter, we need to focus on black lives. Kanye is a coon. Kanye is promoting a dangerous message, and Kanye is a danger to the black community. He's the most dangerous person to the black community, and Kanye is promoting white lies when white men kill black people every day. I sat back and I read all these goofy tweets from all these so-called black leaders, and I'm like, I'm so glad that Kanye wore a White Lives Matter shirt, because white lives do matter. White lives do matter. White people matter. White lives matter. Black lives matter. Asian lives matter. Everybody matters. And I can't take these politicians, these black politicians, seriously when they talk about black lives mattering and saying, oh, the white man killing us. No, the white people are not going around killing black people at an alarming rate. White people are not doing it. Anybody who says that white people are killing black people at an alarming rate is a liar. Blacks kill other blacks. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had PNB Rock, rapper PNB Rock, get gunned down in LA at a restaurant in the middle of the day eating lunch with his girlfriend. And he was gunned down by another black man because that black man, that 17-year-old black man that killed PNB Rock, wanted his jewelry. And he killed PNB Rock at the behest of his black father. At what point did PNB Rock's black life matter to his killers, who were also black? At what point do we as black people stop blaming white people for everything? White people are not going through the hood and doing these drive-bys. White people are not going around in Chicago and shooting 2 and 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds in the head. That's black people doing that. I've never heard of a drive-by where a white man killed a little white child in recent history. Show me the news article. I want somebody to tell me a news article of white men going around doing drive-bys in white neighborhoods and killing white children. You're not going to see it. I'm not saying white men don't kill. I'm not saying white people don't commit crime. They do. Every race has people that commit crime. But if we're going to pick up the mantle and say Black Lives Matter, then there has to be an internal change within the black community. If Black Lives Matter, there should be no black on black crime, period. You can't sit up here and tell Kanye that he can't wear a White Lives Matter shirt because Black Lives Matter, but every day you got black people killing other black people. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why I never went to a Black Lives Matter rally. I never marched, for police brutality or anything like that, because my whole thing was, yes, it's sad when anybody gets harmed by the police. Yes, the police do things that are wrong. But until we get to marching about all violence, we can't just pick and choose, when one black man get killed by a police officer to run out there and burn the whole shit down. That don't make no sense to me. When you got these 3-year-olds being killed in drive-bys in Chicago and everybody goes on about their day like nothing fucking happened. It makes no sense to me. There's something mentally wrong with our black Democratic leaders. They do not care about the black community in any capacity. And their reaction to Kanye wearing a simple t-shirt in Paris shows that the only thing that the Democratic Party offers black people is, oh, racism. This person is racist. People don't like you. You don't make it because of racism. It's the white man's fault that your kids don't got no food. It's the white man's fault that you got 5 kids out of wedlock and none of your baby daddies pay child support. It's the white man's fault. Everything is the white man's fault. And honestly, I don't like that kind of rhetoric because it makes it seem like people don't have personal responsibility. We are all capable of making decisions, and black people are capable of making decisions just like white people. So when we allow the Democratic Party to go on a rampage and say, it's the white man's fault for every little fucking thing, it makes it seem like we're all idiots and we have no ability to take personal accountability for a lot of shit that goes on in our neighborhoods. I take accountability every day. I'm not out here killing people. I'm not out here robbing people. I get up and go to work, even though I'm tired. Some days you don't feel like, man, I don't want to go to work. I get up and go to work. If I can't afford it, I'm not going to steal it. I'm just going to do without it. That's just my mentality. I don't bother anybody. I mind my own fucking business. If everybody were to take on my mindset, the entire black community would be in a better place. All these killings have got to stop. I'm going to buy a White Lives Matter shirt from Kanye when it's produced. If it's not too expensive. Hopefully the shirt is like $20 or $30. I'm not buying no $100 White Lives Matter shirt. But I'm going to wear a White Lives Matter shirt. Because until blacks stop killing blacks, and until people stop running up and killing rappers for jewelry, and until, all these kids stop getting killed in drive-bys, black lives don't matter. Black lives don't matter until we collectively, as a community, make up our mind to do better. And by we, I don't mean me, because I'm not a part of the problem. I'm not a part of the problem because I don't partake in violence. I'm not a part of the problem because I'm not out here breaking the law. I'm not a part of the problem because I'm not out here trying to figure out ways to go rob people who work for that shit. I'm not a part of the problem. I'm not a part of the problem because I'm not out here creating children out of wedlock. I'm not giving birth unless I have a husband. So I'm not a part of the problem. I'm not contributing to the poverty rates or the crime rates. So black lives matter to me. But black lives don't matter to a lot of black people. And this nasty attitude that a lot of people are raising their black kids with, about, the white man this and the white man that, you're hindering your children. You're hindering them. Teach them right from wrong. Teach them to be respectful. Teach them to work for their own shit. If you leave people alone, they'll leave you alone. Stop thinking that white people owe you something, because they don't. They don't. And we can't keep saying black people are oppressed in America when I see the Nigerians come here. And I just met a Nigerian man the other day. He said he'd been in the country for 2 years. He already got 3 businesses. And he was telling me about, I need to go get my hair braided. His wife got a shop where she braid hair. And I was like, I'm going to go check it out. He gave me her card. And I'm like, wow, he just been in this country and he already got all these businesses? But you got Americans born and bred here talking about white man keeping them back. So how come they ain't keeping the Nigerians back? Every Nigerian I know that I've ever met, they come to the country. If they come in the country today, a year from now, they're going to have businesses. They're going to have their home paid off. They're going to have their car. No, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. So clearly it's not no racism that's holding black people back. Maybe it's our mentality. And maybe it's the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has the entire black community brainwashed to believe that we can't do anything for ourselves because the white man, and oh, the white man this, and oh, the white man that. And that's a false narrative, and it has to change. And it's not going to change until white people start speaking up and saying, I'm not accountable for black people killing other black people. I'm not accountable for all these baby mama, baby daddies, and all these men not taking care of their kids. I'm not accountable for these women not keeping their leg closed. I'm not accountable when you don't put a condom on. I'm not accountable when you didn't go get that abortion. I'm not accountable. When white people start speaking up and saying these things, maybe y'all get the picture. But for right now, Kanye started the process by saying white lives matter. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Kanye West. I hope he keeps getting under people's skins. Because like I said, black lives matter to me. But until they matter to every black person, they don't matter at all. We got to take personal accountability in the black community. That's the only way to change the mindset. And we're not going to change the mindset of a lot of African Americans until we stop listening to the Democratic Party. Because all they do is lie. All they do is say racism this, racism that. They do nothing to help the black. They could have been gave money to help our communities out, to fix these schools, anti-violence programs, whatever they can do. They could do that instead of demonizing the white community. Help the black community without demonizing the white community. Why don't they do that? Because they don't really give a damn about black people. Joe Biden been in office and has done things for every other racial group except black people. Because another nigga killing another nigga. Let them niggas kill each other, Either way it go, it don't affect them because they have their black leaders coming out and telling you that white lives don't matter. We got to focus on black lives and the white man killing black folk. But you can't show me 20 white men in the last 20 hours that have killed black people. But I'm sure if I go on the news all over the country, I could find 20 black men that have killed 20 other black people. The hypocrisy has to end, I believe. There needs to be a complete self-inspection. We all got to look in the mirror. And we all got to change our ways. We need to start telling black girls to not get pregnant unless they're married. We need to bring these abortions back. We need to make sure, hey, if your daughter's a teenager and she get pregnant, make her go get an abortion. This out of wedlock shit is causing all the poverty. We need to tell our sons, hey, these boys, don't follow Nick Cannon and go get all these women pregnant. Because you don't got no money like Nick Cannon. And, it's not cute to go out here and run up in all these hoes raw. It has to be some accountability. But anyway, Kanye, White Lives Matter, and I will be wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. White Lives Matter. White Lives Matter.